are streaming. Oops, go live. And we are live. Happy Friday. May starts tomorrow.
There, phone's off.
Hi Gloria, welcome to the live stream. Happy to have you here. So what we're doing here is, well, first, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Kai. I'm the co-founder of Our Daily Magic. Garrett, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name's Garrett, and I belong to lawofallowing.com and also cacaoceremoniesny.com.
There you go.
Thank
So
you for
what we're
that.
doing here today is we are creating what what I have what has been called a harmonic convergence. This means that we get to harmoniously share our magic with you. And what I believe, my personal philosophy, which is why the brand is called Our Daily Magic, is that when we do that, it gets greater. You know, we can really be in the presence of something truly magnificent and bigger than ourselves when we come together in the name of service. So that's what we're doing for you today. Today, we are pulling cards for each zodiac sign to give you a message for the month of May. So we're going to start with Aries, and we will end with, just in case you're watching the replay, we'll end with Pisces. And we're just going to go through all of the signs, and we're going to pull cards and see what's going on for you for this month that starts tomorrow. Hi, Allison. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So, Garrett?
Yeah.
I know this is spontaneous, but would you be able to lead us in like a few breaths or something that you feel can get us all grounded here together?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome. Take it away.
And it's kind of my own, a thing I always use, and I'm just going to tap on my heart.
Mm.
And then it's just an intuition when you feel like moving to your head. I usually do it 3 times. Again, this just really, gets your heart brain open and your brain listening to your heart brain.
I might as well ask you, how did you get introduced to EFT?
To EFT? Oh, that was years ago. We got introduced through a man named Brad Yates.
Mm.
And we actually ended up helping him out when he was early on starting out. And yeah, we were really, really impressed with his version of EFT, which just, he went to clown college and everything. He's amazing. But yeah, that's how we got turned on. And then we went to, to study EFT and whatnot. But he was the one that was the catalyst.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
And I am feeling the coherence.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. I'd also like to welcome Nikki and Del and Pardeep to the live stream. So happy that you're here. Just to let you know again, we are pulling cards for each zodiac sign as we head into the month of May. What kind of messages are there for us? What things can we pay attention to? Can we be present to as we move into this next month, especially, during this time of uncertainty? There are some energetic things that we can take note of in order to help us on our journey forward. And please feel free to comment with what sign you are. Love to know who's here with us. And Allison says, love tapping. Thank you. A quick way to get centered.
Awesome.
Totally. Okay. What I would love to do is shuffle. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for commenting. What sign is everybody that's here? The sign that I am shuffling for right now is Aries. Nikki's a Pisces. Okay. Excellent. Happy to have you here, Pisces. Intuitive Pisces. Shuffling for Aries. Aries is one of our most confident zodiac signs, for those of you who know Aries. Gloria is an Aries. Perfect.
Can I say the line? What's your sign?
ASL. Yes. And Allison's a Scorpio. Very nice. Okay. One more shuffle here. Alright. Aries, so far what we have is, we have an indication, and I'll show you the cards too, that we've got the Seven of Cups. So you can see this person, or hopefully you can see this person, is like staring at a bunch of cups. Like, what in the world do I choose? And there's a whole bunch of different things in each one of the cups. So this is like a representation of the fact that, maybe you've got a lot of balls that you're juggling, right now. And this is an invitation to be like, okay, well, you can keep juggling all 7 of them, or you can set some of them down. Maybe the ones that are not serving you anymore. Another analogy is like, what are you investing your time and energy into? Are you having split energy because you're here and there, and these paths seem to be going in different directions? It's just an invitation to come back to center and be like, okay, what is my intention? What is my purpose? What am I here to do? So that way you can really be focused on how it is that you move forward, especially during next month. And likewise, the 9 of Coins is coming up for you. It's upside down on purpose. Which also reminds us to be grateful for all of the things that come our way, including the challenges, right? So maybe it is a challenge, juggling all of these things, or maybe even just being invested or interested in a lot of different things. That's a blessing in itself, and it can be turned around with that attitude of gratitude. That blessing, that's just that reward, that gift is hiding in there, and you can open up, whatever that is, and unveil whatever that is just by getting into the vibration of gratitude. Garrett knows a lot about that. What's your message for Aries moving into the month of May?
Okay, and if you don't mind, I'm just going to read real quick. This Aries, the first card that I pulled is from Wisdom of Avalon, and it's the Deer. And with what you were saying, Kai, the Deer is about gentleness and diplomacy. When the Deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path, for you're walking into a time when gentle movement and diplomacy are required. The Deer's strength is in this quality. Make it your own and know that your steps are successfully assured. It's important that you be gentle with yourself as well, for you may be heading into a period where you're unsure of footing or just coming out of a difficult situation. Blend your personal energy with the Deer's energy of gentleness, and diplomacy. Walk softly, and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or others. The only addition I have that is for Aries. Be gentle in yourself. Be really gentle in yourself. And just a supplement to that is I pulled a Mother Mary Angel card, which is watched over. And that just says, I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. And the only thing I'll add to that is just know that every step you make, you are watched over and protected, whether you feel it or not.
Mm,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Gloria says sigh. Yeah. I feel that. It's getting hot in here. I gotta get rid of this sweatshirt.
Don't make me sing the song now. Come on.
Right. Oh, I've been wearing a lot of green lately, feeling really earthy and really inviting that grounding energy in. So I feel that. And Gloria says her husband. Yes, yes. You know, these people that are in our lives they are also conducting our energy. You know, there's a lot that we share with the people in our environment. Beautiful, beautiful. Love to welcome Nona and Julia and Abby into the live stream. When you feel called, please feel free to let us know what sign you are. Okay, here we go. We're going to start pulling for Taurus in the month of May. Let's see what comes up here. We got too much. Okay, that feels about right. Okay, Taurus. We've got so Taurus is already a sign that's very self-reliant. Like, you know, I'm gonna do this myself. And the card that's coming up here, the cards that are coming up here for Taurus for the month of May are the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles, hey Julia's an Aquarius. For the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card that's about like hard work. Like, I have to work hard. You know, being that Taurus is kind of already in that energy, like this is showing that this energy is just like super emphasized. And also the Chariot is the card about, you know, like being able to go wherever it is that you want to go. So I feel like Taurus is working really hard right now. And also you may be reaping the rewards. So there's two sides to this, right? There is the there is the side of being able, you know, to really exert your energy in this way, and also to, you know, to bring yourself wherever it is that you want to go in life. But at the same time, this is a good time to really think about where it is that you're putting your energy in terms of your emphasis. Are you working for work's sake, or are you, you know, are you really tuned into your intention? And I see Garrett smiling over there, so I'm just so curious. What's the what's the message you have going on?
I'm going to start with the cat, which is independence and healthy boundaries.
Boundaries.
The cat reminds you of independence and to set healthy boundaries. Love with freedom. Do not look to own what you desire, for too much attachment can lead to loss. The cat lends you its power to live freely and to remember that the adventure is just beginning. Don't forget that the cat has 9 lives and always lands on its feet.
Ooh.
It manages to get unscratched from a fall no matter what happens. On this leg of your journey, you will emerge safe and sound. Live freely, love without unhealthy attachment, and remember that the cat is your companion. You may fully immerse yourself in life, for there will be many more lives to come. I'm just going to leave it at that. There's nothing else I can add to that.
Yeah.
And the other card that from the Mother Mary deck, and I'm just going to let this one hang on itself because there's no other needed, is gratitude.
Oh, yes.
And I'm just going to drop the mic with that because no need to go in anymore.
Yeah. Mic dropped. Oh, Gloria's back. Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you.
Okay. Excellent. So that was for Taurus. That was for Taurus. And, of course, if we have any Taurus people here, please let me know. Let us know how that's resonating with you. Okay. All right, let's get into Gemini.
Gemini.
Gemini, let's see what's coming up for you. And we know Gemini has this, ability to be inquisitive. And to really be like lighthearted. So what's coming up is exactly those aspects. I'm going to show you. We have the Hermit. This is in reverse. So the Hermit is like, the Hermit in reverse is about wanting to go inward, and also, let me just show you this Two of Cups that also came up in reverse. So these two together, the Hermit itself talks about going inward and really doing some soul searching, asking yourself those deep questions. Who am I? What am I? What am I here to do? Where am I going in life? And when it's in reverse, it suggests that, all right, that's enough. That's enough soul searching. It's time for you to get out there now, and apply what it is that you found while you were doing that soul searching. It's like there's a season for everything, is what comes to mind. And there's a season for going within, and there's a season for, being with your world and in your world. And the Two of Cups in reverse suggests the same. It's about emotional harmony, the Two of Cups card. But when it comes in reverse, it's saying that maybe there's something that's not, so in sync. Maybe that thing could be, actually getting out there, and letting those messages be out there in the world, especially with all of the soul searching that's been going on. So this is also suggesting, just to make sure that, that those Gemini people who are hearing this understand that the harmony comes from within, right? Comes from within. So once we achieve it, then we can share it, with the rest of the world. How's that landing with you, Garrett?
I'm just going to segue with that by these two cards. Optimism.
Oh, yes.
And compassion.
Got it.
And the card I'm going to read, because I'm just going to read it. The Novice.
Mm-hmm.
And the Novice is about innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, unstable curiosity. I'm sorry, innocence. There we go. Innocence, naivety, foolishness, early knowledge, not yet integrated. The ability to see the world untainted, and willing and learning ability. These are the aspects of the Novice as she appears in your life. The Novice is reminding you to be teachable and humble. If you don't know something, don't pretend that you do. Chances are that you'll make an error that may cost you more than you wish to pay. New information is coming, and this is the time to be open to learning and expanding. The Novice also reminds you to be like a child and remember the wonder and awe you once had for the world around you, when discovering magic was an essential part of everyday life. The Novice reminds you that you need to stop and ask yourself, what lesson must I learn here? The lesson is always mirrored in the experience in front of you. Dig deep into the workings of whatever situation you're inquiring about. You don't have to look far, for the answer is right in front of you. Sometimes it may feel as if you have two left feet and don't know how to dance, or that perhaps you're fumbling in the dark and fear that you may be left behind. It's all right to be in the not knowing. This is the place where new understanding takes time to integrate. Be gentle with yourself. The greatest gift the novice reminds you of is that you're always at the beginning of some era of your life. Patience and slow movement is required when the novice appears. Before moving forward, perhaps you need time to journal your thoughts and receive clarity about what the mystery invites you to learn. Then rejoice. The novice of Avalon is on your path to higher knowledge and abundance, abundant manifestation, and doesn't stay a novice for long.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. And again, just to fill people in, when I'm reading these and I emphasize certain words, it's not me emphasizing words that I want to emphasize. It's literally, I just read the way I'm kind of being nudged to emphasize. So I just wanted to point that out for everybody. And thank you, Kai. That was a long one.
That was a really good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Whew, integration.
Yeah.
Welcome, Carrie. Welcome, Laura. Good to have you here. Okay, so the next sign that we will be pulling for is Cancer. All right. And Cancer, we know, is a very intuitive sign, a very emotional sign. Okay. So what I have here for Cancer is to meditate. To take that pause. Especially, this is suggesting that there may be some things that can be let go of. It's having a meditation about what things in your life can stay and what things can be let go of. There's something that wants to be revealed, especially about your spirituality and about how it is that you can make that comeback that you've been meaning to make. So meditation here, and again, letting go, letting those things die that need to die, and so that they can be reborn in the way that the universe is really rooting for it to, is really creating space for that to happen. How about you, Garrett? What you got for Cancer? For
okay. I'm going to read the frog first.
Mm-hmm.
And the frog has to do with, there we go, cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage.
Mm.
The frog says that it's time to clean house and get rid of the clutter in your environment, your head and your heart. Move out any objects, thoughts, or relationships that hold you back. It's time to get rid of anything that clutters your life or your space with unwanted, burdensome energy, or anything that weighs heavily on your heart. Look around you and take stock of what surrounds you. Does what you see hold positive and supportive energy? If not, it's time to throw it away and release it so that it, in turn, will release you from its influence. When the frog appears, it's always spring and time for cleaning your house so you can allow new and fresh energy to enter your world. The frog says it's time to release all things no longer appropriate to bring on your journey. Then you can hop on the next lily pad, light and free. And the complimentary card to that is enthusiasm. And I'm just going to read it because this is huge. Enthusiasm. Whatever I am passionate about is the direction I follow. And the only thing I can add to that is, if it's coming from your heart and you get that heartfelt feeling, follow that. Don't follow this. That's it. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'm a Cancer, so I was listening intently. Okay.
This is so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it is. And I hope that it's resonating with everyone out there. For those who are watching, what's your sign? The next sign that we're pulling for is Leo for the month of May. Messages for Leo. Leo is very expressive, generally. So, expressive, creative, playful, and they like to really, share who they are. So with that expression, these cards, Temperance and the Queen of Coins. So this is about bringing things into balance, inwardly and outwardly. Bringing into balance the relationship between spontaneity and patience. Bringing into balance work and home life. It seems like we're being forced to do that anyhow, but in May it will be particularly important to pay attention to. So, what ways can you, Leo, what ways can you really be more patient with yourself and your surroundings? What ways are you, really allowing something new to come into the space, that you haven't created yourself? Where's the room for the magic? And patience allows us to slow down, to let those spaces happen, and to let those things in. How about you, Garrett?
Well, what came up is the High Priestess.
Oh.
High Priestess is discernment, presence, prophecy, and vision. Intuition, present sight, higher knowledge, receptivity, the ability to work with subtle energies of spirit and the psychic power of the feminine. These are the aspects of the High Priestess of Avalon. When the High Priestess appears before you, she asks you to trust your intuition and to throw the net of your awareness out into the world around you, pulling in truths that may defy your intellect, rational mind, or what other wish or falsely. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. When the High Priestess appears before you, she asks you to trust your intuition and to throw the net of your awareness out onto the world around you, pulling in truths that may defy your intellect, rational mind, or what others wish to falsely or superficially portray. Go beyond the ordinary, past the chaos of modern life, and trust your inner vision to guide you on your path. Pay attention to your dreams and keep track of your intuitive hunches. For when the High Priestess appears, she asks you to look for the thread of truth in these places. Be discerning in all that you do at this time. For the High Priestess reminds you that not all is as it seems to be. However, don't take this world personally. Rise above it and ask for a true vision to see the path ahead. You will be given this vision. All you need to do is ask God, Goddess, to be open to receiving it. The High Priestess reminds you of the feminine principle of receptivity. Gather power by receiving information and waiting for others to act first. Allow the world to show you its intentions. The goddess blesses and protects you with the High Priestess of Avalon appears on your path. Wow.
Yeah.
And the only other card with that is honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to simply read honesty. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. Yeah, I'm told to shut up. That's it. That's it. Thank you. And I hope that resonates.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Garrett. Okay, let's go into Virgo. Virgo is one of those signs that's always looking to improve. Like, how can I get better? How can I make this better? How can I help others? They're very much about bettering, organizing, growing, assisting, and helping people. Virgo, let's see what is in the cards for you for this May. Oh, here we go. Okay. What I'm getting here, and I'll just show you what these cards are. We've got the Knight of Swords, and also we've got Justice. So these two together are talking about, thinking about how your actions in the past have created your reality today, and the energy it is that you're moving into. How is who you're being, in your life, really generating your future? Are you rushing into things, just to, to get them done, or because you've been obsessing about it for a while? Or are you consciously creating, what's coming up for you in your future? This is a good time to just be in your center more, and to really drive your experience from your essence, as opposed to results or anything like that. Okay, we really want to kind of like purify that energy, and again, make sure that you're being consciously aware of what it is that you're creating. Garrett
Goes right into the dragon.
Mm.
The dragon is power and strength. I might get teary on this one. The dragon comes to offer you its power and strength, to protect and fortify you on this leg of your journey. The dragon symbolizes true power and reminds you that this infinite source is not found within your personality or ego. I almost want to scream that. Wow. True power resides deep within your soul. So call on the dragon's spiritual power and strength, and you will find a vast resource to strengthen your resolve through morality, integrity, and purpose. If you're struggling with these issues, the dragon will restore them to you. Remember that the power of the spiritual world can never be broken, and true strength is found within, not in the outside world. Never mistake a gentleman for a weak one. Watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the next step clear and gives you the power to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the card that is akin to that is Mercy. And I will say that this is for yourself, for you yourself, not you, Kai, but you people out there. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Oof. I'm gonna.
Water.
Yeah, we're gonna have a spritz or two of agua florida to really just clear the energy a bit as well. Water's a good idea. And then we're gonna go right into Libra. And I just want to thank everybody for being here with us. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Laura. So happy to have you here. I wonder, what are your signs? And I love seeing how these cards are playing with each other and really delivering some profound messages.
Yes.
For the month ahead. Excellent. Okay. So we're pulling for Libra now. Libra is generally, Libras are generally about keeping the balance in things and, taking very conscientious action in their relationships. And, rightfully so. Again, what we have come up is the Queen of Coins. And this is the Nine of Wands. It says base because this is the I love the 80s tarot deck, but the base is the same as wands. And the Queen of Coins is about the balance between work and home life, but again, we've been integrating them a lot. But what it also talks about is, what is your emphasis? What are you focusing on? Are you in your life purpose, and being passionate about whatever comes your way, whether it's caring for your kids or, creating the next report for work? Or is there some type of separation going on? So a balance also implies duality. Perhaps it's just an invitation to be with the oneness of what's going on. Balance can be a verb, or it can be a state. We can be in balance, or we can be balancing. So this is a good time to really feel into where it is, or how you want to relate to that. How do you want to relate to yourself, ultimately? Because what happens is, and this is what's indicated by the Nine of Wands card, is that we keep striving and seeking and searching. We keep trying to balance when things may already be in balance. Or we keep seeking and searching, and what we're seeking and searching may already be here. So there's a lot here to think about, Libra, as you move forward. How are you really relating to yourself and your situation? And Garrett, what's coming through for you?
Joy. Joy. And I'm going to read this one.
Mm-hmm.
By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God for my life. Mother Mary, these are from the Mother Mary cards, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Mary guides you to enjoy this moment and the next, regardless of what you're experiencing. As you cultivate the ability to find joy in the present, you pull to you more reasons to be joyful. In every situation, you have opportunities to find blessings. Your happiness inspires others to transform their own sorrow into bliss. You can resolve your current question and situation by choosing the path of joy. What would bring more of it into your heart and soul? Okay. And that leads into, which I thought this was a mispull, but the risk card. And you can't really see, but the risk card it's showing different directions. You can go forward, you can go left, or you can go right. And I'm not even going to read it because I'm just being told to say this. And it's not about, I have to take a risk. It's just about kind of getting over yourself and getting out of your own way and following this and not this. And yeah, that's all I got on that.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Whew. We're moving into Scorpio. I know Allison was a Scorpio here on the live feed. And of course the replay will be available. So I hope that she is able to receive this. Alright. Scorpios are a lot about exposing the truth. They get really deep into the situations and like to be just really transparent and vulnerable. And just kind of penetrate to get to the essence of things. So that's something that I have a lot of respect for. Okay, we've got 3 cards that decided they wanted to come out. One of them is a tower. So for those of you who are familiar with tarot, the tower is the card of transformation. We've also got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 7 of Wands. So altogether, these cards are suggesting that as you go through this period of transformation, Scorpio, it's going to be really important to pay attention to your team. For a few reasons. One is that your team is a reflection of you. So when you're able to really be present to who it is that you are playing with, working with, whichever verb really applies to your situation, that's when you get to learn a lot about yourself. Also, understanding who is rowing with you and who is rowing not in the same direction. When we're in a boat with our team, we want to make sure that we're going towards the same goal. So this also applies to the parts of ourselves. Is there a part of you that is in contrast, in argument, at war with another part of yourself? This is a really good time to just check in about that. So that way you can understand the reflections that are occurring in your world. Maybe if someone challenges you, or questions you, then you'll have a different understanding of that than just a person questioning you or challenging you. And you can understand that there's a part of yourself that it's questioning yourself. And once you get to the truth of that, and what you love to do, that will reveal some really important learnings for this month ahead. What are you getting, Garrett?
Okay. The Spider, and these are both from the same deck, both from the Avalon. The Spider, creative projects. The Spider reminds you that you have within you the gift to create meaningful, purposeful work. Within you is an artist waiting to be expressed. Think about this. Do you write in a journal each day? Do you draw, paint, cook, or play music? Do you realize that everything you do on a daily basis is an act of co-creation with the divine? The Spider signals that it's time to be aware of your responsibility for the creations in your life. Maybe you need to rethink an issue and apply your inner artist to find a solution. If you're unhappy with anything, ask yourself, how can I create a better, more productive and loving experience for myself and others? Whether you see yourself as an artist or not, you're always co-creating with the divine. You are the architect of your own happiness and fulfillment. What life are you building? Don't just sit there. This is your time to create. And the other card that accompanied that is movement. There we go. And I just want to show this for a moment, because this may resonate for somebody's self. Movement. And I'm just going to read the whole thing, if that's okay.
Of course.
This marker reminds you that all things change as part of the cycle of life. This may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for change is in the air and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to new and foreign places, both physically and inwardly. It is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges and must not be resisted, for progress can only be made by letting go of what was and welcoming what is and what is yet to come. This marker is always an omen of change for the better. I can't say anymore. Thank you. I hope that's resonating, because, wow, thank you.
Those are beautiful messages for Scorpio. All right. Let's move into Sagittarius.
So fun.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, thank you for being here, Garrett.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Of course. Oh. Welcome, Akila. Lovely to have you here. Let us know what your sign is. We are pulling cards for each sign for the month of May. Things to be present to, things to be aware of, things to inquire about. And right now we are on Sagittarius. So Sagittarians love to explore life and life's purpose, especially through expansion. So they tend to be very adventurous, or open-minded, or just free. And also purposeful. So let's see what's coming up for Sagittarius for next month.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. What we've got here is the Hierophant. And also 7 of Blades, which is the same thing as Swords. So, got it. So this is a good time for Sagittarius to go into thinking about very similarly to the last sign, to really think about the life that you're creating. We know that this is something that you pay attention to. Your life's philosophies, or being open to new experiences. But here, the new experience that's looking to find you has to do with the container that you're holding for your life. Are you creating rigid structures in your life that that could be different, or that could serve you differently? Like for instance, if we have a block in our life, that block could be seen as a challenge. It could be seen as an opportunity. It could be seen as an obstacle. So these are the times where you can really sit with those things that are coming up in your life and decide how you want to relate to them, or what rules you're creating around them, because ultimately you are the creator of your own life. And we want to make sure that you have resonance with these rules, or these guidelines, or the ways that you're thinking about your life. And the 7 of Blades is just suggesting that, maybe to look and make sure that you're not betraying yourself by keeping yourself in a container that is not serving you. So again, just another way to look at, look at the way that you're relating to your life and the way that you're creating it for yourself. You definitely want to be on your own team. Garrett?
I'm going to try not to blather this out like an excited 5-year-old, but listen to your intuition. And this came from Angel Answer cards. I couldn't pull any other cards.
Nice.
So your intuition is completely reliable and accurate at this time. Listen to your own inner guidance, and you can't go wrong. You can be certain that the messages you're receiving from your angels are real and trustworthy. Have faith in your feelings about your circumstances you're experiencing. Your insights into other people and their true feelings or motives are perfectly accurate. There is no need to question what you know is true. And that leads right into, don't stop. This is not the time to give up. Continue to move in the direction of your hopes, dreams, or plans. You are on, wow. Hold on. You are on the right path, and you should see this progress as long as you stay the course. It's very important that you stand your ground and believe in yourself. Don't let others, intimidate you into quitting. Just because they don't have your vision doesn't mean you shouldn't follow your heart. Whoa. That's huge. I hope that resonates, because I'm just, wow. I can just feel all of you. Well, thank you.
Absolutely. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Okay. Yes. Hydrate. All of those things. I'm going to do it right along with you.
I'm even going to grab my crystal after that, because that was huge.
Yeah.
That was huge. Wow. Thank you.
We are going into Capricorn. Capricorn tends to be focused on their legacy, on just really building and having a routine and persevering through all of the challenges, just to make sure that legacy is built. They're very responsible and committed. and determined. So let's see what's coming up for Capricorn for the month of May. Oh, okay. So we've got the first card that came up is the World, and the World is about completion. So this is indicating that something is going to just feel whole and complete. It could be yourself. It could be a circumstance or a situation that Capricorn is dealing with. But based on that, the other two cards that came up were Three of Cups and Five of Pentacles. So if we're thinking about what that completion could be about, and the World could also be about, it could also be about like inquiry as well, you know, kind of like journeying with the different parts of ourselves. This is asking to like really assess again, you know, like the company that you keep and how that is really helping you to build what it is that you want to build. You know, do you trust the people that are in your company? Do you trust the people that are helping you? Do you trust yourself in this, you know, period of, it seems like, resilience based on the Five of Pentacles? There's a lot of questions that could be raised, but just also know that there's a lot that can happen from coming from the vibration of completion, coming from the vibration of already being whole. So just, you know, to really like think about how it is that you're being about that and how it is that you're approaching these things. No matter how they look, how do you feel on the inside? What you got, Garrett?
We're a hell of a team. I'm just going to say that. Okay. 3 Mother Mary cards came up. The first one is action. Action.
Nice.
Action says, today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Mother Mary sends you this gentle reminder that sometimes you must take human action in order for your prayers to be answered. Such is the case for your current situation, where you may have disregarded or procrastinated working on a priority. Mother Mary is compassionate and understands that you've got multiple responsibilities demanding your time and attention. Even so, this is a case where all things will stay at a standstill until you take steps in your desired direction. To clarify which steps to take, sit quietly and interview your heart with these questions. What is most important to me? How much time do I devote to these priorities daily? What can I do right now to support them? Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise, because these are the parts of answers to your prayers. Then ask Mother Mary and the angels to boost your motivation and confidence to take action steps. And the other card that I need to read is Inner Child. And this might be I'm just gonna read. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Mother Mary watches over all children, including the child who always resides within each adult. This card comes to you as a reminder to take care of your inner child, who is crying for attention. If you're only working and not having fun, this part of you begins to feel neglected and sad. This is a message for you to create time for amusement and play. Your inner child also craves attention. If you've been overly critical of yourself lately, he or she may feel shame or depression. Forgive yourself. Mother Mary forgives you for what you think you've done or not done. Let me say that again. Mother Mary forgives you for what you think you've done or not done. Learn from any mistakes instead of holding on to self-destructive guilt. Right this moment, please reassure your inner child that you love them. And the only card that comes after that is, after you do that, is just sit in quiet. I'm not even going to read, but that's, well, wow. Thank you so much. This is,
Wow.
ooh, where's my Florida water?
Here, I got some for you. Teamwork.
Thank you.
Welcome, Roseanne, to the live stream. Okay. The next sign that we're going to pull cards for is Aquarius. I remember we had an Aquarian here. I wonder if you're still here. Let's see. Okay. Yes. So, Aquarians are big on changing the world. They, Oh, Julia asked, which deck did the Mother Mary card come from? Was it the Mother Mary deck?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Doreen Virtue.
Mother Mary, Queen of Angels deck, yes.
Got it. Awesome. Thanks for your question, Julia. Julia is the Aquarian. Okay. There we go. So, yeah. Aquarians, they like to... They're there for social change, and for new ideas and for innovating. They usually hold like a vision, for the world. Julia says yes. So let's see what's coming up for Aquarius here. Okay. Oh, that's too many. Which means that there's a lot coming up here. Okay. Got one so far. Okay. I think we can have one more. Excellent. Oh, nice. So the cards that are coming up are the King of Cups. King of Cups is this is Alf, by the way, but it's about being like the king of your emotions. And your emotions are really they're indicators of what's driving your experience. So when you have an understanding about all of the emotional cues that are coming to you, you can really understand the kind of experience that you're generating for yourself. So this allows you to be in cooperation with your being. It's like your being is trying to send you some messages, and if you can feel it, then you're receiving it. You're in conversation with your being when you are with your emotions. And what that's suggesting is that you're doing really well at that, so that allows you to be the magician, to really be the magic that you wish to see in the world, to manifest, to bring things into fruition. That is your strength. So when you are working with other people, when you're with yourself, just really align with how it is that you're feeling in your body. What is the energy that's moving around? Emotion, that's energy, emotion, moving through your being. So there may be some big things, some big change that you can bring about, which may mean that you might have some strong emotions, and that's okay. Be with that. Be with your power. Be with your ability to create change in the world. What you got, Garrett?
Well, I got 3 cards. There's a main one. There's 2 I'm going to read, and then one I'm just going to show. Okay. And the first one that came up is the Serpent. And the Serpent is knowledge and healing. The Serpent's message is one of healing and gaining knowledge. Whatever situation you're in right now is meant for this purpose. The Serpent also reminds you that knowledge is important. Perhaps it's time for you to read a book or take a class in order to gain more understanding of your inquiry. Or you may need to ask questions of others who know and can help you. The Serpent and you will be guided to the right answer easily and effortlessly. The serpent heralds success if you follow his signal. The serpent also lets you know that you may be suffering because there are aspects of yourself that are wounded and still need tending. Now is the time for this. Perhaps you need to rest, meditate, and allow the knowledge to come to consciousness. Or maybe you just need to sleep more. Another aspect of serpent energy is that each time you experience a healing or learn new things, you may need to shed your skin to adopt a new one. But don't worry, the serpent says that it's necessary, that it's a necessary and beautiful thing. And that goes right into the deer, which was right before it. And the deer is gentleness and diplomacy. When the deer appears, it's a reminder for you to step gently on the path, for you're walking into a time when gentle movements and diplomacy are required. The deer's strength is in this quality. Make it your own and know that your steps are successfully assured. It's important that you be gentle with yourself as well. For you may be heading into a period where you're unsure of your footing or just coming out of a difficult situation. Blend your personal energy with the deer's energy of gentleness and diplomacy. Walk softly, and the way forward will be smooth. And remember, never mistake gentleness for weakness in yourself or others. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for taking that time. That was a long one.
Julia, I hope that resonated for you and all of the Aquarians who are viewing us. We've got one more sign, Garrett.
Oh, whoa, I wonder who it is.
One more sign. And that is Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm just going to take a second because I want to make sure that I'm completely pulling this for them and not me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll join you in a moment.
No problem. So Pisces is very compassionate. Julia says, wow, thank you, by the way. You're most welcome. Pisces is extremely compassionate, empathetic, and connected, and very, very intuitive. Wink, wink. Pisces just wants peace and is able to connect with life in a very special way. Okay. Yep. So Pisces, you may have been doing a lot of soul searching yourself. Really just going deep in there to figure out how to be a good team player. And it makes a lot of sense to kind of like congratulate you in a sense. It's like you are a good team member and you're emerging in the world, and there are a lot of opportunities that will show you that. What the universe is asking you to release is to let go of previous versions of yourself that may have proved to you that is not true. To just let that go, let it be. Ho'oponopono, forgiveness, those things come to mind here. Is to let go, and as they say, let God, or let the universe, whichever word resonates more with you. But it's very similar to another sign where we're like, all that seeking and searching, seeking and searching and seeking and searching, and it's like, well, what are you actually looking for? Are you looking for something that's already here? Or are you making space for what it is that you even find? It's a good time to really give yourself a pat on the back for the work that you've done, so that you can step into this new part of you that is emerging in the world, the part of you that you've been waiting for. Complete.
Okay. The first card is Mother Mary, Compassion.
Mm-hmm.
I see and feel others' point of view with forgiveness and kindness. This card is an angel that comes to you to uplift the way you're seeing your current situation and the people in it, including yourself. As a sensitive person, you're affected by others' negativity, and this has recently darkened your emotions and thoughts. To bring more light onto the world, see people's situations through the eyes of Mother Mary and the angels. Know that they and you are doing the best they can. Although we all make mistakes, ultimately everyone wants the same thing: peace and love. This card calls for you to be the peacekeeper in this situation and to make the first move towards a harmonious resolution. By sharing peace and love, you bring healing blessings to this situation and increase your own self-esteem. And the other card, I'm actually going to read this card. I wasn't going to, but it's the owl. This is good. The owl. The owl is about deception and wisdom. The owl lends you eyes that you need in order to see in the dark around you. The owl can cut through the shadows to illuminate the real truth. Someone may be trying to camouflage his or her real intentions. Deceit, lies, and unclear intentions are exposed with owl energy. The owl also reminds you to be honest with yourself and snap out of any lies or denial inside you. Lying to yourself is the way that you'll remain lost in a prison of your own making. The owl appears to ask you to seek the truth in the darkest places within yourself. This will set you free and restore you to wholeness. All is well with the owl to guide you. Deep wisdom into human nature is gained through the ability to recognize untruths. Owl is an important and powerful ally. Only thing I want to add on that is stop beating yourself up. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. Wow, I hope that resonated with somebody. Whoa.
And welcome, Fliss. You're here just in time. Feel free to let us know in the comments what sign you are for those who are watching. And we've gone through all of them. So also feel free to kind of like go back in the feed, in the live stream, to pick up your sign. Alright, I guess I'm feeling called to ask. Garrett, you ready to go with the flow here?
Yes, always.
Is there anyone tuning in with us who would like to have a card pulled for them specifically? Again, just let us know in the comments. And I feel like we can field a few here. Must hydrate first.
Cards are on fire. Excuse me a minute.
Right.
I'm sure yours are too.
Mm-hmm. So just remember, you can go back in this live stream. The first sign that we started off with was Aries, I believe. And we just made it all the way through to Pisces. So you're welcome to... Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. You're so welcome. You're welcome to go back in the live stream, and to receive your sign's message for the month of May. Fliss says, yes, please.
Awesome.
So, and Nikki says, absolutely. So let's start off with Fliss. And thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be able to do this. Yes. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna shuffle this time.
Mm-hmm.
Get some energy moving in these cards. Excellent. Okay, Fliss. So what we've got for you, okay. What I've got here is that that you may be going through a situation right now where you're being called. I mean, like, there's a lot of things that can go on in the surface, right? And a lot of times we kind of like, we just want to know, what is the universe trying to teach me, through all of these circumstances? So what's coming through here is that, like, maybe you're experiencing, maybe you're having an experience where you realize that there are some things that you want to do, or some things that you want to achieve or express or something like that, but the resources to do it feel like a little unattainable. They might feel like just out of reach, like whatever that is, and of course, please let me know, or let us know what is resonating with you in the comments. If that's the case, what is being presented here by the universe is an opportunity to be more vocal about what it is that you want, and also to be more generous, specifically with yourself. A lot of times when there are things that feel out of reach, it's because we are standing in our own way, or like we're hiding them from ourselves subconsciously, and that could be from a lot of different things, like, and maybe we're feeling, maybe we have some emotions about it, that we want to resolve first before we allow ourselves access to that thing, that we want to have or achieve or express. So this is just suggesting, again, those two things are key for you. Asking for what you want, and also being generous with yourself. After you ask, allow yourself to actually have it. That's huge coming through here. And then, the card of gratitude comes up, because it's like, okay, if I allow myself to have these things, then I can, like, bask in it for a little while. I can actually, like, suppose that, maybe if it's about finances, then you could actually enjoy it, if you allowed yourself to receive it. So that's what's coming up here, and maybe this just gives you some things to think about, and that's okay too. Maybe they're not immediately actionable things, but these seem like concepts that are really present, that the universe is perhaps trying to, or the universe is trying to communicate to you. So this is a good a channel to receive that. Garrett.
And as always, to complement what you just said, the card that you pulled is boundaries. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Since God doesn't make victims, this card asks you not to act like one in any way. This is a message of self-empowerment. Instead of blaming others passively, convey your expectations and true feelings to them. Stand up for yourself, even if you risk conflict and confrontation. You can ask God, Jesus, and Mother Mary to guide your words so that you maintain your boundaries from a standpoint of love instead of fear. I have to read that again. You can ask God, Jesus, and Mother Mary to guide you with your words so that you maintain your boundaries from a standpoint of love instead of fear. Others will respect you for being assertive, and you will respect yourself too because you're treating yourself lovingly. I got nothing else. That's it. That's it. I hope that card resonates with you.
Fliss says, this is so true. I'm trying to get out my own way and find a way to shine. She says, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Nikki, just let us know that you're still here. I am shuffling for you. Nikki Blakeman. Thanks so much for being willing.
Yeah.
Just gonna take another spritz to clear the energy here.
I swear to you, I can smell it when you do it. I'm not just saying it. I swear there's like a little... It's weird.
That's so cool. Okay. Nikki. Alright. You know what's funny is that a lot of times when we're in a space like this together, even digitally, right? There's something that we share, like a lesson that we share to learn. And I got some of the same cards between Fliss and Nikki, so I just want to let you guys know, we're all connected. We are all connected.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, can you say her name one more time? Who we're pulling for?
Nikki.
Thank you.
Nikki Blakeman. And she's still here. Awesome. So Nikki, it looks like you've got a lot of energy, and this it could come in the form of a lot of actual physical energy, or a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, coming in. And what that's about is well, I'll start here. The thing that you share in common with Fliss is that for whatever reason there's a feeling of not allowing yourself to enjoy the riches that you've cultivated. And the card that's coming up is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and that's I'm speaking as you. It's I'm investing my energy in some things that I know probably aren't going to work out, but I'm so used to doing them that I'm just going to continue for a little while. And it's that takes away, from the things that you could be enjoying. Maybe you want to invite more play into your life. Maybe you want to invite more relaxation. And it's kind of this could be a distraction. So again, the cards are just bringing to awareness that maybe there are some things that you can let go of, to really make room. Maybe you've even already started that process and you're wondering am I doing the right thing? And that's okay too. Anywhere that you are along the journey is okay. And there are some things that probably could stand to be let go of, so that you can make the space. This is actually indicating that there are some new opportunities on the way for you. Again, they probably could have either started coming in already, or they could be coming in the near future. But you're gonna want to have space, for these things, to really take flight in your life. If you're too bogged down by old patterns, by old behaviors, by old habits, then you won't be able to enjoy it when it gets here. So this is really good news. You've got some awesome stuff on the way. It's just kind of like cleaning out the closet to make space for them. Again, let us know how this is resonating with you. Garrett, what you got?
The first one is giving and receiving.
Ooh.
I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. This is a message about bringing your life into greater balance. Are you resentful of your role as a caretaker, or do you feel like you're being used or unappreciated? If so, you need to balance your giving tendencies through creating and noticing opportunities to receive. This card seems impossible. So, let me back. If this seems impossible because others aren't cooperating, then Mother Mary will help you heal this pattern. Occasionally, people will be imbalanced in over receptivity, where they're taking or expecting to receive more than they're willing to give. Signs of this include feeling stuck or stagnant, experiencing a lack of new opportunities, or financial difficulties. Both patterns are easily alleviated by practicing daily giving and receiving. You can even count how many times you give and make sure to receive an equal number of times. Examples of giving include smiling at a person or saying hello, volunteering your help, making a donation, offering a sincere compliment, making time for someone, and being a good listener. Examples of receiving include noticing beauty around you, saying thank you and meaning it, feeling appreciation and gratitude for your current blessings, and requesting and accepting someone's help. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to move on to the other card, and I'm just going to be honest with everyone because this is how I work. I did pull this card for you, but I really want you to tell me if this really, really is good, because I trust, but I just want to make sure. Anyways, I digress. The card that I pulled was marriage. And marriage says, I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. You drew this card because your relationship needs loving attention. You've been out of balance lately with too much focus upon work and intellectual pursuits. Mother Mary steps in and asks you to stop what you're doing and put your energy into your marriage. In fact, make a renewed commitment to it and all of your interpersonal relationships. Allow yourself to care about and connect with each person you love. For unmarried individuals, this card signals a positive and important change in your love life, provided that you open your heart and allow yourself to be authentic and vulnerable with others. Commit to developing your relationships at the highest possible levels so that they are truly love-filled. I really am curious to know if that second card resonated or not.
Well, so far, Nikki says, yes, I have started the shift. So many new business ideas, smiley face. And we'll see what else Nikki says. This is a lot of fun.
Say again? Say again?
I said this is a lot of fun, Gary.
It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah.
I think Nikki might have left.
Okay.
Roseanne, I see you. Let us know if you'd like a card, and if so, that'll be our final one.
Mm-hmm.
And then also remember that you can go back in this video to find out what messages your sign has for the month of May. Things to be present to, things to inquire about, things to inquire about, things to pay attention to.
Things to be present for.
Yeah. Nikki says, wow, thank you. Lockdown means my husband and I are focused on going through the motions. Maybe more fun needed.
Oh, thank you. And I just real quick, because I'm an open book. I literally didn't believe that that was the card for you, and I almost didn't read it because. But thank you, and I will not doubt myself. Thank you. Wow, excellent. Wow,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Nikki says, I am so grateful for this. Thank you.
Oh, we're so grateful for you. Thank you.
Yeah, Nikki, thank you so much for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Garrett. We're going to do this again.
You bet your bippy we are. Yes.
Excellent. And of course, all our information is in the details. You can reach out to Garrett. You can reach out to me if you're interested in private readings. Also, we've got a really cool summit coming up this weekend. Please feel free to tune in. Yeah. Our Daily
Queen
Magic
of Summits.
Say it again.
The Queen of Summits, you. That's just
Summit.
awesome. You're just awesome. You go.
Summitness.
So awesome. Thank you for that.
It's been a lot of fun. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. OurDailyMagic.com/Soul Summit. And I'll be seeing you all this weekend. Garrett, let's pick another day, another time to do this.
Yes.
Maybe we can make it a Magic Monday.
Perfect.
Awesome.
We'll be in touch.
And thank you everyone for tuning
thank
in.
you. Thank you very much.
Take
Much
care.
appreciated.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Awesome sauce.
Wow. Wow.